Confessions 7. To understand this, we must listen to your Apostle Paul, and those who can must try to grasp what he means when he writes that the love of God has been poured out in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, whom we have received. In other passages where he tells us about spiritual gifts, we find him pointing out the way of charity, which is better than any other, and falling on his knees before you on our behalf, so that we may be enabled to measure the love of Christ, which, he says, surpasses all else. This is the meaning of the words, "The Holy Spirit moved over the waters." They mean that he surpassed all else from the very beginning. To whom am I to speak of this? How shall I find words to explain how the weight of concupiscence drags us down into the sheer depths, and how the love of God raises us up through your Spirit, who moved over the waters? To whom am I to speak? How can I explain what this means? The depths to which we sink and from which we are raised are not places in space. We can well speak of them in this way by analogy, but how different they are in reality. They are our passions, our loves, the unclean leanings of our own spirits, which drag us downward in our love of the world and its cares. But in our love of that life where all care is banished, the holiness of your Spirit raises us aloft so that we may lift up our hearts to you, to the place where your Spirit moved over the waters. And when we have ventured our lives on the flood of sin, which cannot bear them up, we may come to that peace which is high above all.